Do you ever get the feeling that when you wake up, you just want to play a video game, but normally the video games you play are Fortnite or, I don't know, maybe Multiverses, or maybe like some indie games like Benny and Ink Machine, Five Nights at Freddy's, Subnautica, Cuphead, any of those, or maybe possibly Undertale. But true video gamers from the 2010 years, like myself, always recognize this video game to be one of my childhood favorites, and still to this day, one of my personal favorite video games. And that's why, everybody, I am introducing you to the Skylanders ranking video, brought to you by me, of course. And that's why we are going to take a look at every single last bit of these Skylanders, excluding Hammer Slam Bowser and Turbocharged Donkey Kong, because I don't have them, and also Robo, sadly. But I'll get them eventually. Until then, let's go into Spyro's Adventures first. Starting off strong with our Skylanders journey, our first Skylander is Spyro. Spyro is basic. He is the first Skylander and had his own video game, but is now a Skylander. Anyways, purple dragon that shoots fireballs and rams into other people. Awesome. Double Trouble. He's just a goofy guy that has a voodoo mask and a staff. Pretty good. Wrecking Ball. Not one of my personal favorites. Just a little grub that just eats everything with his elongated tongue. Voodoo. It's just Voodoo. He's really cool. I like him. Guy with a skull mask and has an electric staff. Awesome. Gilgrunt. Gilgrunt, one of the best Skylanders in the whole entire roster of Spyro's Adventures. Great character. Love him a lot. Love the harpoons. Gotta love the water hose. Zap. Zap is interesting. I like him. I like the character. I really like him. He's fun to play. He's awesome. Slam Bam. Four-armed ice yeti that throws punches all day. Powerful. Whamshell. A crustacean with a mace. Yes. This guy. Nothing really much I could say, even though this one is the most rarest out of all the Spyro's Adventures characters, going up to $35. I really don't know what much to say about him, so... Trigger happy. Funny yet lovable guy with two golden guns that is craving for money. Drill Sergeant. Drill Sergeant's one of the worst characters in the Spyro's Adventures roster. His moveset's not even that good. The cannon on the top of his head is bad. Drobot. One of the most powerful Skylanders in Spyro's Adventure. Does a lot of damage, spams eye lasers. Really, really, really good. Boomer. Crazy blowing up troll. Yet crazy, yet really good at damage. Cinder. One of Spyro's many friends, yet she's slightly good in the game. Chop Chop. One of the other best Skylanders in the game. Really great damage, really great paths. This guy is most likely a S tier in my book. Hex. Sorceress that shoots skull orbs. Ghost Roaster. Kind of find him to be a little disappointing, but it's kind of funny to hear him cackle up in the game. Anyways, funny Skull Man that has a ball and chain. Very funny. Stealth Elf. Stealth Elf's one of the best in the roster. Really good at damaging enemies very quickly, very high pace, and very fast. Zook. There's nothing more I can say about Zook. He's somewhat good, but I'm not the biggest fan of him, but he's a great character. Stump Smash. The most heaviest and has the most health in the roster. He's big, tanky. Camo. I like Camo. Camo is awesome. Camo is great. Has a great design. He has a great moveset. No one can hate on this guy. Eruptor. Not one of the greatest in the roster, but a very recognizable character. He's alright. Flame Slinger. An archer that's blindfolded that shoots fire arrows. Honestly, not my favorite, but he's kind of good when it comes to speedrunning. Ignitor. Honestly, I don't know what my opinions are on Igniter, really. Let's have a talk about Sunburn.
Sunburn's just weird, I don't like him. First of all, I think his design is super boring and uninteresting.
Sunburn, I think, is the most forgotten Skylander ever. Abilities are kind of whatever. Design is just a bird. Really boring. C tier.
Oh no, it's fucking Sunburn.
Toys for Bob fucked my boy up. They had one fucking job to make a goated fire element dragon, and they couldn't even pull that off.
Yeah, that guy. Stop. You're going in the video. I don't care, Leia. She's just barking for no apparent reason. For some weird reason. Sunburn is, of course, one of the few most hated Skylanders in the community, and people really just hate him. Like, you hate this guy? Okay, I want to let you all know, Sunburn was the last Spyro's Adventures character that I've ever gotten in 2012. when I was a kid. I don't know how I remember this, but I just have like a vague memory. But yeah, Sunburn he has a place in my heart, okay? I just want to say this right now. I don't think he's bad. Sure, his teleporting is pretty just plain ass. But his flamethrower and his flame dash, they're not that really bad in my opinion. I can't be mad at the community really, since I am in the community of Skylanders still. It pains me to literally see so many videos on people hating Sunburn. I just can't. I can't. Oh, wow. In all due respect, I'm putting Sunburn in an honest B tier for Spyro's Adventure. Okay? He's one of my favorites. He has a special place in my heart. I don't care what you guys say. Okay? This guy's going in B. Alright, he's a special place. Just leave Sunburn be. Stop hating on the Fire Phoenix Dragon.
What the fuck? No!
God. Terrafin. Honest to say, after years of literally having this guy for a very long time, I've come to the conclusion that Terrafin is kind of bad, really. Bash. Bash is a unique character. I had fun playing as him when I first got him. He's really good. I like this character. Prison Break. Prison Break is one of the few that everybody's torn about how he uses his powers and how he's used in game. And I kind of see it why some people really don't like this Prison Break a lot. Dino Ring. Dino Ring is awesome. I like the fact that he's a dinosaur that literally throws boomerangs. What the fuck is this character? This character is really awesome. I like Dino Ring. Whirlwind. I really can't say anything about this character much. She's not the right one for me. Sonic Boom. I really like Sonic Boom. Her moveset's great. I just like this character. There's nothing more to say about her. Lightning Rod. A buff dude that looks like, I don't know, Zeus that just throws thunderbolts. Warnado. The only thing coming from him is his really cool design. The gameplay is alright. So now that we've covered all the Spyro's Adventures characters, let's move on to the big guys, the Giants. Tree Rex. T-Rex is awesome. Nothing more I could say about it. Both melee, ranged, and a far-ranged attacker. This guy is one of the best giants. Jetvac. Why you gotta hate on him? He's not really that bad, really. You just gotta kind of get used to him, you know? He's my favorite air Skylander of all time. There's really nothing bad I can say about him. Pop Fizz. A mad chemical scientist that turns himself into a beast and throws potions and mixes. Pretty decent. Bouncer. Bouncer's a sweet character. I like his design. Goofy personality, moveset. I like the way he moves. Crusher. The slowest giant of all. I have some mixed opinions about this guy. Really. The only thing going for him is his giant hammer, which is also named Crusher. Swarm. A giant bee that does less damage when you're flying and shooting barb blades. Overall, he's pretty cool. He does really good damage when you're not flying. Chill. She's cool. Overall, I think her moveset's pretty okay. Sprocket. I hate this character. I really hate this character. Flash Swing. This character is pretty fun to use. I like how she shoots crystals out of her tail. She's just fun to use sometimes. I don't know why. Shroom Boom. The goofy mushroom guy. Not my personal favorite. Fright Rider. I really like Fright Rider a lot. His moveset's great. I like how the fact that this is a drow elf literally riding on a skeleton ostrich. Great duo right here. I love Fright Rider. Hothead. He's fun to use. Goofy personality, shooting fire out of the palms. I like this character a lot. This character is pretty good. Thump Back. I like Thumpback. I think he's the best giant in my personal opinion. I love his design, I love his voice, I love his moveset where he throws the just swings the giant anchor. I like this character. Eyebrawl. This character, when you're flying as a giant eyeball, and the big body's just swinging his fist back and forth all around, it leaves you vulnerable. Hot Dog. There's nothing really more I could say about him. He's a goofy, lovable dog. Ninjini. Ingenie is a little bit of a mixed match for me, but after like years of having her for a while, I've come to the conclusion that Ingenie is not that great as I thought she would be. When you're in the battle, it kind of just, it's not that really good. And with the orbs, it's not that good either. The only thing you're really good at for her is her dual-bladed swords. So now that we moved on to the big guys, which are the giants, let's move on to my favorite game of all time of the Skylanders franchise, the Swap Force. Washbuckler. Washbuckler is an octopus pirate that has a great moveset of both melee and ranged. Blast Zone. A Fire Knight that throws bombs, spews fire, and launches himself in the air with fire, of course. I enjoy him a little bit. Magna Charge. Magna Charge is one of the most popular Swap Force swappers here, and I can tell the reason why. Roller Brawl. One of the most popular cores in Swap Force ever. Has a great moveset. A vampire that has these roller skates. Countdown. I don't really like Countdown that much, because sometimes when you're doing the self-destruct soul gem, it kind of leaves you vulnerable to a lot of enemies. He's a little fun to play as, but he's not my personal favorite. Free Ranger. One of the other best swappers in Swap Force. I can see why this character is really good. And actually, fun fact, has one of the best bottom halves of any swapper. Rattle Shake. I like this character very much. His personality, his accent, his moveset is super, super cool. Kind of reminds me of Rattlesnake Jake from Rango. Overall, I like this character. My personal favorite swapper. Popthorn. A puffy dragon that shoots thorns and puffs out clouds when he's a little guy. He's a real goofy goober. Hoot Loop. I really have no love to this character. This character is really out of its league. I do not like this at all. Bumble Blast. One of the best cores in the Swap Force roster. His bee gun is really good. When he shoots out bees, even the queen bee, it's very effective. Spitting out honey. He's a good character. Zulu. Now, Zulu is a little complicated for my book. He's alright. I like his design and I like his moveset that he summons animals and all of that. It's just, I don't know, after having him for like a couple years, I don't know. He's good in my book. Slobbertooth. Now, a lot of people overlook at Slobbertooth too much. Sure, he may not be one of the best cores, I had a lot of fun with him. You just sometimes gotta get used to his moveset. Night Shift. A vampire boxer that knows how to pack a punch. Incredible design, incredible moveset. It's not one of my personal favorites, but he does know how to pack a punch. Gorilla Drilla. What is this character? This is not a good character at all. His moveset is terrible, dude. Boom Jet. Boom Jet has like one of the weirdest designs ever. And his moveset's overall just you spamming throwing the bombs, dude. It's like, it's kind of lame, really. Well, I shouldn't say it's kind of. It is really lame. Firecracken. Another one of my personal favorite swappers in Swap Force. His design is awesome. He has a goofy personality. His moveset's great. I like Firecracken a lot. Scorp. Honestly, Scorp has a little bit of a better moveset than Slobbertooth. I can admit that. He's not one of my personal favorites. He does a lot of damage to a lot of enemies. Riptide. Honestly, I say people overlook Riptide a lot. I think Riptide is good overall. I mean, sure, it can get annoying with you swapping Swordfish to a Hammerhead Shark as a weapon. But that's just me, dude. Starstrike. Starstrike has a unique design, a unique personality, and a unique moveset. I kinda like this character a lot. She's mostly not everyone's favorite, but I like her. Rubble Rouser. I could not say anything positive about this character. I really don't like this character a lot. His hammer swing's good, but the rest of his movesets, nah. Stink Bomb. I mostly really like Stink Bomb. His design and personality is pretty good. Moveset's really cool. The funny thing is, he literally can just turn himself invisible with just one giant gassy fart clap. It's actually kind of funny for a character that's a skunk and a ninja. Spy Rise. Despite looking at his weird golden face, Spy Rise is a really good character in-game. His moveset is fantastic, dude. Junebug. Yes, you hear me right. Junebug. This is probably one of the most forgotten cores of all time. When I got him for Christmas on December 25th, 2013, how I remember that, I have no idea. I was excited to play as him. He's basically one of my favorite characters. Smolderdash. Smolderdash has a unique moveset with a Fire Whip, Fire Orbs, and the ability to dash forward. Smolderdash has a unique moveset and personality. Wind Up. Wind Up is goofy as hell. I love this little guy. He's so funny. He's great to play. Grim Creeper. This character is a great character. His moveset is fantastic. Everything about him is fantastic. Freeze Blade. Freeze Blade is a unique character. His design is really good. His moveset, though, with the Ice Chakram is useful. Scratch. Scratch is not everybody's personal favorite Skylander, but I do remember seeing a cosplayer wearing a costume that she made of Scratch, and it's so realistic. It looks so cool. But her moveset, though, her moveset's kind of not really good. And what's with the Ruby and Sapphire path? This isn't Pokemon. Frino. Everybody has a rage side, and if you are looking for a Skylander, this is your character. He's unique in a way that everybody just seems to like him a lot. Trap Shadow. I used to have a lot of fun with him, but now after having him for years, he's not really a good character anymore. Sure, it's just I don't know. I don't. Punk Shock. An electric eel woman that has an electric crossbow. This is basically almost like a female Zap ripoff. Doomstone. A lot of people really hate this guy, and I can see why. His moveset's really not that good. The only thing going for him is this really cool design. Moving on from the Swap Force, now that we've already now completed every single last one of them, we are now moving on to one of the other best games of all time. Trapping villains, capturing them, playing as them, we have the Trap Team.
Snapshot. Snapshot is one of the best Trap Masters and certainly my #1 absolute favorite, just because of his design and how he plays in game. Food Fight. An artichoke with an attitude that thinks tomatoes are vegetables. In reality, tomatoes are fruit, buddy. But overall, this guy has a very funny personality, really. Wallop. Wallop's a kind of a one-trick pony. He's like Robot, but except he doesn't have lasers, he has Traptanium hammers. He's still a really good character overall. Chopper. Chopper is best boy. He is a funny T-Rex with a propeller jetpack that shoots missiles. This character is goofy. I love him a lot. He is so funny. Wildfire. Wildfire is a mostly unique and well-designed character. Really good moveset though. The big shield though is what is going for him. And it's also golden design though. He's a really cool character. Funny Bone. Funny Bone is what you would expect. He's a funny dog that's literally made of bones. Throws frisbee discs, catches the frisbee discs, performs a bone saw, digs up bone paws from beyond the grave. It's just funny bone, really. Torch. Torch has somewhat of a unique moveset. She's got a kind of a unique moveset. I don't really use the horseshoes that often. She's alright. Blades. Blades is a unique character with a very, very good moveset. I like his design a lot. I like this character's gameplay. Crypt King. Crypt King was one of the few characters that actually got scrapped as a giant and is now a Trap Master. He's a very good character. Really decent moveset, very unique design. I really like his giant sword. Gusto. What even is Gusto, really? No clue. He has a giant boomerang, he sucks up air, he literally spins around with his boomerang. This man is one of the few best Trap Masters, but not certainly my favorite. Jawbreaker. Jawbreaker is a very fun Skylander to use in Trap Team and in any other games besides Sprout's Adventures, Giants, and Swap Force. I like the hypercharged Haymaker Soul Gem though. Bushwhack. Bushwhack is one of my least favorite Trap Masters in my opinion. I don't really like his design that much. His moveset's overall just the combos are good. And the Soul Gem is, well, I wouldn't really put past this Soul Gem, really. Lobstar.
Star bright, star light.
The fuck you looking at? Lobstar is a unique character, and I really like his design and his moveset. He's a very good Trap Master in my opinion. I don't know, there's just like something about him. Head Rush.
Taking charge.
Do I really have to say anything about this character? No. This character sucks. The only thing that's good for her is her stomping ability. Fist Bump.
Too late.
Fist Bump is one of the best cores in the Trap Team roster. For his moveset, he's really, really great. Treadhead. Despite being a little guy on like a motorcycle that is literally a tread, Treadhead is a goofy character, but not one of my personal favorites really. Deja Vu. Deja Vu, another one of the best cores in the roster. Literally from switching one place to another, shooting orbs out of her little staff. Gear Shift. Gear Shift is one of the most popular Trap Masters, I think, really. Most notably because she is very good at what she does in the game. Her moveset's overall fantastic. Blastermind. Although he may look like a Chaos figure, he's not really Chaos. This character has had a lot of bad luck with me. The only thing going for him is his just like mind waves and everything, okay? That's the only thing that's going for him, really. Tough luck. Tough luck is more looks like a Skylander version of Tigress from Kung Fu Panda. Overall, Tough Luck has a pretty decent moveset overall. Cobra Kadabra. What a kind of disappointment his character is. After years of having him, he's really bad. Like, I don't see the point on why you have to just spam musical notes out of the flute. Kaboom. Yeah, kaboom. A lot of people hate this character. The only thing going for him is his traptanium cannonballs he shoots out of his giant traptanium cannon. I had so much fun with him as a child back in 2014. But now come to this, it's basically this really changed my mind. Trailblazer. Fire Horse. What else is there to say about this? This is not one of my personal favorites. Nightlight. Nightlight is one of the most overrated Trap Masters of the whole entire roster, and is the first light element character we are now taking a look at. This character's design is just so boring to me. Nightmare. Nightmare is a centaur character who has a traptanium javelin. I'm pretty sure this is. Some people really don't like her moveset. I kind of do, really. Rocky Roll. Rocky Roll is not one of the best ones. The only thing going for him is his really goofy design and everything. Looks like fucking Mike Wazowski. Blackout.
Darkness falls.
Blackout is one of the coolest designed characters of all. People have a trouble with just like having their own opinion on his moveset. I like his moveset a lot. I think it's fantastic. I like this character a lot. Thunderbolt.
A storm is coming.
Thunderbolt has a pretty decent moveset. Traptanium lightning sword, spawning lightning clouds. Anything about this character, this is just like a big cloud. Spotlight.
Time to shine.
Despite me now actually having this character, and as the final core Skylander I got for Trap Team about last year, and now having her finally, she's not really that bad. Shooting out halo rings out of her wings and eye beams is a very unique thing. Shortcut. Shortcut is a goofy character that is a stitched character that is basically almost like a stitched puppet, really, with traptanium giant scissors. His moveset's goofy. His personality is goofy. Echo.
Let's make some noise.
This character that I have a path on did 700 damage. 700! How fucking crazy is that? This character is a lot of fun to play with. And she listens to music. High Five. High Five is a dragonfly that is very fast, as you would presume. Although the damage over time when you do the spinning around thing is pretty awkward, really, for you to just take damage by yourself. But most of all, he's not that bad of a character. Bat Spin. Bat Spin has a unique moveset of spawning bats, becoming a giant bat, and just like making bats just swirl around in a circle. Flip Wreck. Flip Wreck is a major disappointment for being a dolphin Skylander. I really just don't like flying in the air with his little wheel shield. Fling Kong. No mistaken from a Boo from Aladdin with the magic carpet. Fling Kong throws little discs, crash cymbals the discs, and flies around in his magic carpet. Enigma. Enigma has a unique character design as a toy, with almost the cloak and his legs becoming perfectly invisible. And this character has, like, some people's favorite moveset, some people's not. But I don't really see the point of painting on Enigma.
Time to rev it up. We're moving on from Trap Team all the way down to one of the least personal favorite Skylanders games. Skylanders Superchargers, the racing game. Spitfire. Spitfire is one of the few best Superchargers characters in this tier list. I have no idea what his species is. He's very peculiar looking. Lava Lance Eruptor. This is a Superchargers repose of the original Eruptor with different moveset. Now has a lance, can still spew lava balls. This is honestly a little bit of a big improvement from the original Eruptor. Smash Hit. Smash Hit is a character that his species is called Warsupials. He has a ball and chain that actually he can use to swing around and actually let go of the ball. He's not one of my personal favorites. He used to be. He's not anymore, but he deserves a 50-50 in this. Shark Shooter Terrafin. Sharpshooter Terrafin has a little bit of a big improvement from the original Terrafin than punching. He shoots little missiles out of his cannon right here. He can still dig though. High Volt. High Volt is a character that actually has a pretty decent moveset. For a guy that has giant, like, very loss of armor, a staff, and a shield, Protect and Surge. Fiesta. Fiesta es uno de mis personajes favoritos y no recibe mucho protagonismo de la gente, pero es un personaje increíble y su diseño es muy bueno. Bone Bash Roller Brawl.
Let's roll!
Now this is a Superchargers repost of Roller Brawl, as you may suppose. Now some people actually like this character, but I more personally am a fan of the original Roller Brawl. Double Dare Trigger Happy. Double Dare Trigger Happy is the most recent character I actually got, and now that I have him, he's kind of a real disappointment. He really just doesn't stand out that much in the original Trigger Happy. Dive Clops. Dive Clops is a unique character that, if you didn't know, it's actually Eyebrawl's brother. It is actually canon. He has a torpedo gun. He shoots water out of his eye. Echolocation sonic boom when he hits his head. He's pretty good. Oh. Deep Dive Gill Grunt. Deep Dive Gill Grunt is the 5th Gill Grunt from all the 6 games, really. He only appeared in 5, and this was his last appearance. In a different stance. Without Harpoon, he has a Trident. Still has water jetpacks, and can actually summon lightning with his freaking Trident. I don't know what I put him in, but editing me just like skip this and you'll splat.
The Art of War.
Splat is a very, very disappointing character. The fact of literally using watercolor brushes for like a weapon, I don't see the point in that really. Big Bubble Pop Fizz.
The motion of the motion.
Another major disappointment. You got rid of the original Pop Fizz, and you replaced him with a tuba that literally spews anything, that he just used his freaking potion mixing skills with his tuba. Nightfall.
Dark and dangerous.
Now, Nightfall has her fans and has some haters. And yes, this is a she. She actually uses her dark hair magic to actually, like, hit enemies. She also uses her little hooks right here, slash around. I actually really like her design a lot. Her gameplay is not that bad. Stormblade.
Feather the storm.
Stormblade is another one of the greatest characters that's ever been made in the Superchargers roster. Shooting feather daggers, becoming all fast and everything, she's a really good character. Hurricane Jetpack. This is by far my least favorite of these Superchargers reposes. I don't really like this one a lot. I prefer the original Jetpack. Thrillipede.
All hands on deck.
Thrillipede is a bug with 4 arms. Super Shot Stealth Elf. Super Shot Stealth Elf here, instead of using daggers, she actually has a needle gun that she uses to shoot. She can still turn invisible. Some people really don't like her. I prefer the original. Astro Blast. Astro Blast is a very distinctful character. And my iPad is just on right now, so apparently. He has a kind of a wonky moveset. He plays weird. His movement is a little slow. And now, since we've already mastered our racing and ranked every single racer, We are now moving on to our last game. One that I also pretty like a lot. Very known as Skylanders Imaginators. To create your own Imaginator, have Sensei, Skychi. These characters can sometimes be very powerful. Our first Sensei was Kingpin.
Stay frosty.
Now, Kingpin is, of course, one of the starter pack Skylanders, and a very memorable design, but a unique character. A penguin that has raw blades. It's pretty cool. I love the way his soul gem, where you just hold the penguin spin, giant snowball just appears out. He also does pretty good ice breath damage when the opponent slows down and freezes a little bit. But also I really like the combos on the top half for Kingpin. But also when you're charging up, it increases your damage. That's another good thing. For starters, I really think Kingpin is amazing.
Sheep are bad guys now. Or were they always bad guys and I just never paid attention? Enter the penguin.
The next Skylander is Tri-Tip.
Face the mace!
Tri-Tip is the third dinosaur Skylander that is on this list, and is by far one of my personal favorites. Just hits people with this giant mace. It's pretty good. But also I really love the head charge, the Dino Dash. Also love how a Soul Gem is just like the asteroid that just killed all the dinosaurs. And oh, dude, it does so much damage. Tri-Tip just does crazy damage, and I just feel like he's pretty good. So in all the respect for Tri-Tip, I would honestly have to put him, for the ranking, Tri-Tip definitely deserves a very good spot. Our third Sensei is a villain. This villain we're talking about is Golden Queen.
I reign supreme!
Now, as one of the very first villains to ever become a Skylander from Trap Team, Golden Queen offers a very different style play as Kingpin. What I like about her is basically that she's mostly saved by her giant soul gem, where she basically just turns herself into a big version of herself that she just slams down on the ground with her fist, then shoots lasers out of her eyes. That's what I like about her, but also with her stats sending out golden scarabs, also just making enemies turn into gold, and summoning some little minions that shoot out projectiles. What I'd say, Golden Queen is great.
Golden Scarab, protect your queen!
That is exactly the kind of thing that makes me glad I am not fighting the Skylanders anymore.
Our fourth Sensei is Ambush.
Weed him and reap.
Now, Ambush is a very recognizable Skylander in the community. Alright? He's a very great Skylander, master of nature, always loving nature. And everybody respect nature. What I like about Ambush a lot is the bamboo dash is so good, and he is the best swords knight class sensei you could ever have, okay? I like Ambush a lot. Very respectable opinion right there. The combos for Ambush are also pretty good. I really like how he just used different bamboo sticks. Which just slam down on the enemy. In all the respect, for my personal opinion for Ambush, I think he is very awesome.
By the power of Skychi!
We are seeing the Skylanders start to firmly establish their own dominance.
Next Sensei here is Ember.
Fan the flames!
Now,
Ember here is our Fire Sentinel Sensei. I like her character design a lot though. Her dual-bladed katanas here that are basically used as essential weapons. I really like it though. And there's also combos with her as well, which I also personally like. I love combos. Her Flame Geyser. It is pretty cool though, I will admit. Does a little bit of amount of damage. Also like the Supernova, where she puts her blade up and then just slams down a giant lava ball. Also like the Fire Dash. And her Soul Gem is where if enemies hit her, enemies will take damage. Ember's amazing.
Looks like the sheep have finally risen up and come to take what's theirs.
When my Sky Chi is strong, my...
Our next sensei is Mysticat.
The master of mystery.
Mysticat is the magic sorcerer who is basically a purple cat with a paw print staff. Now, he's like some of people's possible least favorite Skylander and Imaginators. I personally like him a lot, just by his like design and his like moveset and all. The way he literally, dude, it's just like his staff just like points out a giant freaking purple laser, dude. It's pretty cool. But also there's a combo to it when there's like giant exploding yarn balls. The yarn balls are a nice little touch down into his character, really. The secondary ability, which is basically called Paw Print, is where he throws his magic staff and then creates a decoy of him. Kind of the same thing that Deja Vu does in Trap Team. And then there's a purring act. Yeah, I know, the jokes are very corny for this character. Basically, of course, it creates time itself, leaves you visible and a little bit fast. And there's an explosion at your decoy's location. Mysticat is just very fun. Either way, I think he's pretty awesome.
The cat's out of the bag. Cats all, folks.
Our next villain sensei, Wolfgang.
Let there be rock!
And no, I'm not talking about this Wolfgang, who you should go subscribe to because he's a good friend of mine. I'm talking about this Wolfgang right here. Yeah, that one of the Doom Raiders from Trap Team. Now, in all due respect, this is one of my other favorite, like, Trap Team villains of Trap Team ever. That's now Skylander. What I like about Wolfgang the most is, well, he has really good rock music. I'm a big fan of rock music, but I'm also a fan of, like, other music. I'm not emo. So I'm not edgy, you know? Not edgy. Wolfgang just has like a unique style play when it comes to literally like summoning his two speakers. Just like he's sliding on the floor also, and then just shooting out arrows from his frickin' bone heart. And yes, that thing is a bone heart. I used to call it a bone guitar, but it's a bone heart. And his soul gem is also when he's like at a concert, which is pretty freaking awesome, by the way. Wolfgang is definitely just awesome. No questions asked.
Win to win? It's not exactly a ball break.
That!
Our next two characters are Crash Bandicoot and Dr. Neo Cortex. Now, these two right here are the crossover Skylanders of Imaginators. And Crash Bandicoot, of course, is a memorable character along with his arch nemesis Neo Cortex. And their in-game play, I used to like when I was little, But now that it's like they're all right. I mean, they were pretty good. Besides Crash Bandicoot over here being one of my favorite video game characters, literally at max level, only at 430 fucking HP.
What the hell?
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
But I do like the combo scheme with Crash Bandicoot and Lon. Dr. Neo Cortex also has a lot of cool mechanics that he can use with his little gun over there. Or his little blaster. In all due respect, Crash Bandicoot and Dr. Neo Cortex have a lot of references for moves that they can use in the game.
Just became a bitch because we got choppies in the house. People finally risen up to take what's theirs.
And for me, both of them are all right.
You want to see power? What should I say? Hey, I know what it's like to flow. I bet they'll be planning that too. Someone call an exterminator because we got rats in the building.
Oh, that's nice.
You never had a chance.
Our next sensei is Chopscotch.
Chop till you drop.
Now, Chopscotch is the undead smasher sensei. With the way how she is really short, but she does pack a punch when it comes to like her using her giant frickin' axe. I love how you can even like leave a trail behind, press the primary attack again, and then it just explodes again. When she's like spinning her axe around, it's pretty creative, and also spinning her head to create like a minion of some type to like, I don't know, do a little bit of damage or explode. It's pretty creative, but the most creative thing about Chopscotch is, of course, she can do a hopscotch soldier, which would allow you to charge up your attacks and deal more damage. For honest respect, I think Chopscotch is, I think she's amazing.
Rise as a prize.
Uh-oh, someone call an exterminator because we got rats in the building.
The best never rests.
Starcast is up next.
A shot in the dark.
Now, Starcast is one of many people. I personally like Starcast a lot, just because of his unique design and personality, and he's from outer space. How cool is that? I really like Starcast a lot. Just the way he can actually just like hover on his giant freaking ninja star that's just spinning around, and he can throw giant stars down on the ground. He can throw some stars too from his forehand, but he also can make a shadow clone of himself, so at least can like go attack the clone and not hit him. What I really like is Soldier, where he's actually in this star spaceship and it just does damage over time to enemies. It's so freaking cool about Starcast. Starcast is an immediate awesome character.
Sensei Supernova. That was what I call a big bang.
Next sensei is Master Aurora.
The speed of light.
Aurora is the light sensei, and this is Eon's relative here. Right now, it's an actual Skylander with two swords that she can use, of course.
This battle should be a breeze, right?
So she can also throw down on the ground to explode. She's basically the fastest Skylander around, because if you're going to speed run through the layer of chaos, and if you want to complete all stars, basically, she's the type of Skylander for you. But in all the other levels, she's kind of the slow poke, really. But her attacks do some amount of damage. So I would have to say that Aurora is kind of below average. So I would say B.
Light! You dirty rat. First you steal my keys, now you attack the Skylanders.
Oh boy, looks like the sheep has finally risen up and come to take what.
Next up is Master Airstrike.
Fight flight!
Airstrike is the air sensei of the Brawler class. With his friendly Falcon by his side, the duo can be an unstoppable force against the forces of chaos and evil. A very talented Falcon and a very talented short person that knows how to punch and brawl. For all the starters, Airstrike is pretty basic, but his attacks where he just like whistles for his bird to come down when he's up in the air, it's pretty cool. It's like, this duo is like one of the few best I've ever seen in like the whole entire franchise. Come to think of it. Well, actually, yeah, Eyebrawl is a duo since both of them are basically a body and an eye. But, Master Airstrike, what I have to say, I'm gonna give Master Airstrike B.
Sky Cheese Smackdown! Nice! Who wants some more of that, huh?
Next is Master Barbella.
It's crunch time.
Barbella is our last Earth Sensei from the Earth element. She is a Sentinel class Sensei with a Boulder Barbell. Now, she is actually very useful when it comes to defeating enemies. Her attacks are pretty damn clever. And just the way how she just lifts that barbell up in like one of those idle animations she does, she's pretty damn strong for a character like this. Her haircut reminds me of Ellen. I'm not kidding. But yeah, I would have to say Barbella deserves A.
And 1, and 2, and Sky Cheese!
You dirty rat. First you steal my keys, now you attack the Skylander.
Next one is Hoodsicle.
Any last words?
Now, Hoodsicle originated from the Undead element in Trap Team, but then suddenly got his element changed to the Dark element in Imaginators. A Sentinel class Dark element Sensei that is a villain, that is now a good guy. Now, Hoodsicle's combos are pretty basic as usual, but he can teleport just like in the original game, only this time it's just a little bit different. He can like summon a little dark portal with just the point of his finger. So he's pretty much all the same, really, kinda. Not in Trap Team. But you know, Hoodsickle's good so far. I would say deserves a solid B. Next up is Taekwon Crow. Taekwon Crow originated from the Dark element in Trap Team as a villain, but now he got his element changed into the Fire element for Imaginators. He's a ninja class sensei villain with ninja stars, of course. He can also kick fire from his trophy, as you would say. He also can call little buzzer beaks, which apparently those are called bird copters. I know. I don't know, but who cares? Needless to say, Taekwon Pro is actually a very funny character. I love this guy, and I think he deserves a very good spot. So I have to say, Taekwon Pro deserves A.
That was like Taekwon! Whoa!
Next up is Dr. Crankcase.
The doctor is in!
Dr. Crankcase is by far my favorite villain of the Trap Team series that I've ever seen. By the way, he's a tech element sensei of the Quick Shot class. Of course, he has the classic goo gun. Instead of one, he has two. He also throws his hat that actually like spawns in little hat spider mines or whatever. And he can also just like do his classic spin attack in Trap Team with his 5 wooden legs. Dr. Crankcase is by far one of my favorite characters of this franchise. And I would have to say he deserves a really, really good spot into the tier list of Imaginator Senseis.
Crank up the Sky Chief! I'd say that procedure went well.
Next is none other than Chaos.
Behold my catchphrase of doom! Note to self, after I take over Skylanders, come back and destroy this place!
I'd like to see you try, Chaos.
Who said that? Are you fucking...
And yes, Chaos. K-A-O-S, not the C-H kind of thing. This is Chaos we're talking about. Chaos doesn't have a sensei class. He's basically his own element. Now, Chaos can spawn in different various weapons from different classes, such as like Brawler, Quick Shot, Sentinel, Ninja, etc. He also can spawn in the Knight Doomlander, 2 of them. This guy has like different attacks than he is in Trap Team when he's a playable villain. Needless to say, Chaos is just not my type of character really, but he is pretty good so far. I would have to put him in like I would have to say A. Not my favorite, but it'll do.
Oh boy, looks like the sheep has finally risen up and come to take what's theirs.
Bye-bye.
Next up is none other than the Champion Mage.
Champion power!
Now this is where I'm going to be drawing the line for like most villains, really. But the Champion Mage, why do you have to make him a bazooker? They made him a bazooker class sensei, which makes no sense at all. Because instead of a choppy staff, they gave him a freaking choppy bazooka. His puppet shoots out freaking acorns. He rolls up into a chompy ball. He summons chompies with the bazooka. He shoots his staff out in the bazooka. Chompy Mage, just not really the type of character. You have to give him a low down tier.
Thursday. In the mix now, broccoli guy.
Up next is Pit Boss.
The scales of justice.
Pit Boss is a sorcerer undead sensei that's a snake with a snake-eyed staff. He does all this stuff with snake sorcery and everything. He's mostly like some people's favorite in that he's good. I kind of see it that he's kind of good, but he's pretty below it. But he's not bad. It's not bad, really. So, yeah, there's Pit Boss.
Taste the venom.
people.
Sky Chi is so sweet.
Next up is Flare Wolf.
Ready to rock it.
Flare Wolf is a fire sensei of the bazooka class that shoots rockets out of his dragon firework bazooka. He's a little hectic at times. He's kind of a pyromaniac, really. But that's kind of his character, really. I think that actually suits him, and I think he deserves amazing, really. I think he's amazing. He's crazy, but he's amazing.
Burn, baby! Burn!
Another one bites the dust. And believe me, it does not taste good. Dust, I mean, not.
Next up is Buckshot.
Quiver with fear!
Buckshot is a magic sensei of the bow slinger class. Now he's a anthropomorphic goat man that shoots well, arrows, obviously. But the problem is with Buckshot is that he's kind of a very low tier character in my book. His attacks do somewhat decent damage, but his recoil and his teleportation and then just putting in vortexes with sheep coming out of it is just not for me. Next up is Chain Reaction.
The sword is yours!
Chain Reaction is a tech sensei of the swashbuckler class that has 2 saw blade swords. And his accent is the most funniest one I've ever heard from any Skylander I've ever played as. He's a really, really good Skylander when it comes to his combos. He's everything, dude. I really love Chain Reaction. He's awesome.
Oh yeah, you can say goodbye to that enemy. Though I'm pretty sure he can't hear you.
As powerful as I am.
Next is Boom Bloom.
Rooting out evil.
Boom Bloom is a life sensei of the ninja class. She uses her whip to just lash out. Spews little seeds from her little blooming pigtails from her head. Most of all, I just think Boom Bloom is... I don't know what to say about it, but that's just Boom Bloom for...
Nature calls.
Oh wow, chill, Bill. It is a pretty bad day to be a bad guy.
Blessed be.
El siguiente es Peñata.
So long, sucker!
And yes, that was Spanish for you. Anyways, Peñata is a magic sensei of the Smasher class. He is a memorable villain, and I don't know how he's a magic character, but apparently they made him like that. Of course, he has his famous lollipop stick that he just slams down, but also just turns into various different things you can hold in his hand. He also summons little piñatas, and he also just spews out candy. That's basically the thing. I really like Peñata's character a lot. I think he's very, very, very awesome.
Bad guys and I just never paid attention.
Oh yeah, you can say goodbye to that enemy. Though I'm pretty sure he can't hear you.
Now that's what I call a party!
Up next is Bad Juju.
The spirit is willing.
Bad Juju is an air element sensei of the swashbuckler class. She's a villain from Trap Team that used to have a staff, but now she has swords. She even also has this little kid named Juju Jr. I don't know much about Juju Jr., but she just Bad Juju just tosses him and just throws him at enemies. What's it to you, really? That Juju is just, well, judging by like everything, she's not my character.
Some voodoo for you too. Oh, that's the spirit!
Next up is none other than Grave Clobber. Grave Clobber originated as an Earth Element villain in Trap Team and now is a Water Element Sensei of the Brawler class. And this mother... I want you to know that this motherfucker, this motherfucker right here does so much damage when you use his combos. If you go with that one path, fucking 700 or like 1100 fucking damage. Like, holy shit, this guy does so much damage. Next is Wildstorm.
The roar of thunder.
Wildstorm is an Air Element Sensei of the Knight class. He's one of the few most expensive Skylanders out today, going about like $300. Wildstorm is a very fun Skylander though. I really love his design. I like his character, I like his gameplay, especially when he turns into a fucking beast, dude. I love Wildstorm. I like this guy a lot. Top tier.
Out of thin air. Are you blown away yet?
Next is Tide Pool.
In a league of my own.
Tide Pool is a Water Element Sensei of the Quickshot class. Tide Pool has squid guns that shoots out ink. She also can throw different squids. Even summons a little whale. Tide Pool, I kind of use her... I like using her squid guns a lot. I think it's more useful than the squids and the whale a lot. But her soul gem is so utterly annoying and so bad. So, in my respect, I think Tide Pool just deserves a tier that I'm gonna place on here. I don't know where.
Nowhere to hide. That certainly was fun. For me, I mean.
Next is Blastertron. Blastertron is a Light Element Sensei of the Knight class. Originated from Trap Team as a light villain and still continued to this day as a light character. Blastertron is one of the many few best Skylander senseis out there. His gameplay is fun, he has very good combos. Such great damage. I don't know why this character is so good. Because like, I don't know, this is a great character. So now I think this is where we're going to be left off with the video. As of right now, I do not have Robo still. I will, however, make a short of him once I actually get him. Until then, this is the video that's posted right now. I just want to say big thank you to 3 years of my life on YouTube. You guys are amazing. It means a lot to me. It really does. I just appreciate every single one of you that watched this. And have watched my videos. And this was a video that I've wanted to do since I was a kid. Ever since I wanted to do a video of like this franchise of video game when I was a kid. And yeah, here it is. And I hope to continue to do more live streams of me playing the other Skylanders games in the near future of the YouTube career. Until then, later, Gators. Have a good day.